We is live, ladies and gentlemen, live. Well, mostly ladies. The ladies. Welcome to Let's Talk Hair. Welcome, everybody. Sorry I'm a minute late. Had some technical difficulties and my phone was not doing anything. So, hello, Angie. Hello, everyone. Our guests will be coming and joining us soon. Good evening. Yes. Good evening. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Brittany. Nails by Bink. Raw Love. Thanks for joining us tonight. I think this is our third rendition of Let's Talk Hair. Wednesday nights, every week, 8:30. And tonight, we have a special guest, Dr. Tonia Farmer Pitts, who is a ENT, ear, nose, and throat surgeon. And she'll be coming on shortly. So, I'm Carmella, owner and kitchen chemist of Carmella Marie, an 8-year-old hair care company in Youngstown, Ohio. And I'm excited because my Carmella Marie family, which Tonia has been definitely a part of the Carmella Marie family, and I've been a part of her hair journey, actually taking her natural and then getting her 3 lovely girls to a point where their hair is just way more. We'll talk about that. So, yes. But feel free, make sure you all, if you have questions, to please put those below. We will definitely go questions. Tonight we're talking with mompreneur, the one, the only, Tonia Farmer. Hey!
Hello.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. First of all, your hair is slayed.
Thank you. I use products by this company called Carmella Marie. And oh, thank you.
Yes. So, but I've introduced you, Tonia Farmer, and we're going to talk about how we came apart and why it's so important about having that curl family, right? Because it takes a village, and it took a village. Because I would never forget the day you brought the 3 girls to the salon, and Sanaa, the smallest of them all, was our biggest challenge.
With all that hair.
Tons of hair. And you told me, you like, it just tangles. I was like, oh, we got you.
Yeah.
Said, we got you.
Carmella was like, oh, it'll be fine. I'm like, okay.
So what had happened was, I shall never forget the day.
Right.
That hair got us, right?
Right.
We had 2 people. She was braiding and I was brushing. And then she would put it in.
Yeah.
And braid and brush.
It just tangled so fast.
It did. But now it doesn't do that anymore.
No, and you tell me if this is right or not, because you're the hair expert, right? You know, I just think that when you start using products, it really does train your hair. And I saw such a huge difference in all the girls' hair, but especially in that ability where her hair was not tangling like it used to. You know, I was suffering with these girls' hair. Like, did you tell everybody how I actually found you? How we met?
We didn't start. I'm sorry. We
okay.
I'm just like having flashbacks. So again, welcome to Let's Talk Hair. Our Wednesday night at 8:30. I am Carmella, and my guest on tonight is Tonia Farmer Pitts.
Yes.
Board certified surgeon, ENT, mompreneur, who has her own surgery center. Woo! And who has salt me. I don't even have my inhaler, or else I'll take a deep breath. Yes, the inhaler. And
yes.
It's everything. And she knows that my nostrils are at 60% operational, but with
Because
her,
I've been there. I've been up there, Carmella.
you have. She has. So she is my board certified ENT. She knows what capacity I have. But when
Right,
I take my inhaler and do a very deep breath and do probably 3 strong ones on each side of the nostrils, I mean, it's
right.
crystal clear. So I thank you so much for walking in your purpose, because there are noses everywhere that are clear
Aw.
and can
Well, thank
smell
you. Thank
the
you.
beauty.
Thank you. You're
Yes.
very welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad it helps you.
Yes. So y'all go check out Dr. Tonia Farmer and Salt Me. Salt Me Pink is that Instagram
Yes.
over there. So now, honey, because your hair be slaying, first of all,
I try.
you succeed every time. You succeed every time. And I was like, I'm gonna leave mine twisted up because we're talking about Tonia's hair tonight. Because
Right.
and that's what we're gonna do. So
Okay.
let's talk about the beginning.
Okay.
We met at a health fair.
We did.
300 women in
Sisters in
red.
300 Sisters in Red, which is an annual health fair that's here locally in Youngstown.
Yes. And I was there. I think I came every year up until that year. And then one year someone said, Dr. Farmer is looking for you. And I was like, what did I do?
And, leading up to that, everyone was saying, you have to meet Carmella. Have you met Carmella? And, I always thought your name was Carmella Marie. Like, I just thought like you're Carmella Marie. To this day, you're in my phone contact as Carmella Marie. Okay. So I just thought that was your name. But, I'm like, okay, I have to find this Carmella. I have to find Carmella because everyone's telling me that her hair products are bomb. And I have these 3 little girls that I am just struggling with their hair, and I need help. So I literally saw your table and literally ran to your table. I don't know if I was like rude to the person who was there, but I was like, I remember I was like, I'm Dr. Farmer and I need to meet you.
oh, okay. See Dr. Farmer. Okay.
Right.
Like, and you gave me your cell phone number, not your office number, not your email. I remember. And I was like, she's serious.
Right. Yeah. And that's how that really, my hair journey kind of really started with my girls, because when I met you, I had no intention, no thought about going natural or anything like that. It was really about my girls. It was about getting help to do my girls' hair, because trying to do 3 little Black girls' hair at one time, I was struggling and I needed help. And that's really why I sought you out.
And I'm so glad that I could come in and be a part of your tribe. I think some days I actually came to the house and then we had a wash day at the house, because I am committed to the process. I know I can only imagine have 3 girls and working and doing on call, because you do on call and you still got to get hair done. There's no, oh, mommy's working. None of that.
Right.
So,
and I'm sure like everyone else, when it came to hair day, it was like, like the dread to do their hair, because all 3 of them just have such different textures of hair. It was a struggle. So I was blessed to find you.
I'm so glad you found me. I'm so glad. And it's not this, and things have changed. We talked about, from the first day we actually had them in the salon till now, their hair is more manageable. So to that effect, the products do help to train your hair, right? We're looking at, one of the things is, elasticity, right? With our flaxseed, some of our most famous formulas that we have, and I'm saying famous, that's right, I didn't stutter on that one, folks. But we have these 3 here, all have flaxseed in them. Flaxseed increases the elasticity of hair, therefore making it less prone to breakage. And then over time, it also helps it just to in those protein, well, not proteins, but the omega-3s in that really
Mm-hmm.
do help fortify the hair from the
Yeah.
inside out. And hair that's healthy is happy, and happy
Yeah.
hair does what it's supposed to do.
Right.
So
Literally, I have your product sitting next to me, and I'm being very honest with you, not because we were doing this call, but because like last night I did Simone's hair,
yeah.
and I need to do Sanaa's hair because now that they've gotten older, with the schedule and everything, I can't do all three of their hair on the same day. Like it's just too much. It's too much. But that's what I used to do. But this, can I just look at my bottle?
Yes.
I need
Oh, you need some more.
I need more because my M2 mist is almost empty, and this is a godsend when it comes to detangling. Like after their hair is washed and everything, and I want to blow their hair dry, this is what I use to really help to detangle their hair. And when I tell you, it has a really good slip on the hair, and it really just allow my brush to come through. I got this from you too, Carmella, remember?
You sure did. That's when I was informally selling.
Remember?
I
So this
do.
brush, I mean, just to start at the ends, it just glides right through the hair. So easy. It really does. It does. I don't feel like I'm pulling at their hair.
Mm-mm.
So yeah.
See, and I think a lot of times people, and then people will say the following, well, I don't want, well, I will say this, now that you're empty, you don't even have to order online anymore. For those who live in Youngstown, you can just get on the freeway less than
Yes.
probably 10 minutes from your house and go to Giant Eagle on Belmont in
Yep.
Liberty Township and pick
Yeah.
up everything.
Right. How exciting is that? Like and I feel like I've been a part of the growth of Carmella Marie also.
Oh, we
I
done been on
really
the road
have.
together.
So that's super, super exciting for that. But I think the journey, like my girls' hair now, it's so much more manageable. And like I said, all three of them have different textures of hair. You know that because you've had to deal with their hair before. And that's why I think your line of products really works well for our family because it's products for each of their different hair textures. That's what I love about it. So when I buy Carmella Marie, I buy it all out.
All of it. You like two of
Yeah,
everything.
I need it all. I need it
And,
all.
and so the great thing about that, I know you brought up a really great point, is you have every texture of hair in your house,
I
literally,
do.
right? And so a lot of people will come to any brand and be like, well, does it work on my type of hair? And it does. It really,
Yeah,
really will. From wavy to curly, coily, kinky,
right.
low, high porosity, doesn't matter. It will work. We tried it on, we had it in the salon for 2 years, and we've
Hmm.
done every type of hair.
Yeah.
And your house alone was was every
Well, Sonia, my oldest child, Sonia, her hair is very fine. She's got a
Mhm.
fine texture of hair. And this is so funny. I have to tell you this because having girls, maybe people who are on this live will understand, but especially have little black girls. Okay.
Mhm.
Sonia, when she was younger, she doesn't do it now. She's 14, but she would get in the shower, right? And
Yes.
she would get her hair under the water and she would be like, my hair, it goes flat. It's flat to my head. It's flat. Okay. And because her hair it's finer, it's real fine. So it
Yeah.
just goes right straight, right? But then of
Mhm.
course when she gets out, that curl comes. But just the texture of her hair is just thin. It's
Yes.
fine, right?
Mhm.
So Simone would get in the shower. Simone has the most kinky, coarse texture of hair, right? So
Uh-huh.
Simone would get in the hair, and her hair is like
It's massive.
it's like this, right? So Simone would be like, "I want my hair to be flat to my
Oh.
head." Like it's not going to work like that.
Mhm.
So that's having and Sanaa is in the middle.
Yeah.
Sanaa's texture is like a combination of Simone and Sanaa's. So one, like for instance, I don't, you may get into it, but for instance, like Treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Treasure, your product Treasure, that is the best product for Simone and
Mm-hmm.
for Sanaa. Sonia, not for her hair.
Mm.
Not good for
Okay.
Sonia's hair because
Yeah,
it's heavier, right?
it is.
What's best for Sonia is the hair lotion because it's lighter. So they have their own products and they use their own products. Yeah.
I love that. And that's very, very true. So treasure is a heavier one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for finer hair, it's that's not your one. But definitely hair lotion, which is lighter and fluffier.
Right.
And I
It's a
can't.
fluffier consistency, a lighter consistency.
It
I didn't even tell you this, Carmella, yet, but
what
guess who started using hair lotion?
Casey.
Yes.
Because you know
Yes.
what? My daddy using it.
But wait, but wait for it. Casey's bald. Casey is bald. Duh. Okay.
Bald?
Like when
He
we
is
listen,
bald.
well, when we went into COVID, like with COVID, you couldn't get to the barber shop or anything like that. So
Yeah.
he was like, all right, let's take it back army style. And he just shaved it all off. And
Okay.
when he did that, he was like, oh, I like this. Okay.
Okay.
So he's just maintained it ever since. But now he's like, my scalp is dry. The skin of my scalp is dry. I need something. So he goes and busts into my Carmella Marie stash, and now he's using he's using hair lotion. So even like this morning, he's like, "Where's that lotion?" I'm like, "What lotion are you talking about?" And he's like, "That's stuff for your hair. Hair lotion?" Yes. I'm like, ugh. So I guess I'm gonna have to start buying Carmella Marie for Casey
For
so he can have his
Casey.
own. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Do you have people who use it on their bald heads?
I don't have an answer for that. No,
New indication, Carmella. A
a
new
new
indication.
indication that it's great for bald heads. It's
Yeah.
there's the mango, the shade. This is hilarious. We might have to get Casey in here.
Right. This is something new, right?
This is, but I get they're gonna
Yeah.
have healthy skin. It's not gonna be itchy, and it's gonna be
Right.
really, really great for them. That's funny. We do have a question about
Okay.
transitioning because Tonia, excuse me, you transitioned. Like we
I
literally, you
did.
came to me with a perm. We were
With
really good
with a
girls
right, with a perm. Yeah,
with a perm, and we
I did.
literally transitioned you. So let's talk about that process because I want to say you grew it out, and then we chopped it that first, and but you still had hair. Like I know it was
I
some
did.
emotional.
It wasn't like that major chop,
Yeah.
all the way down to the scalp. I still
No.
had some length. Maybe, yeah. I still had some length. And it
Uh-huh.
was emotional for me because growing up, and as long as I can remember the first time when your mama puts a perm in your hair, what was that little kitty perm, right? When
Oh,
you got
just
the
for
kitty
me.
perm, like as soon as you put the kitty perm in your hair, right? So
Uh-huh.
ever since then, I always had a relaxer in my hair. And going through medical school and residency and everything, my hair was always an issue because when I went into residency, I was the only female they ever had in their residency program. I was the first female they ever accepted. And of course, I was Black, right? So I remember one time I was going on vacation, and you know how we do when we're going away to an island. What do? We're going to braid our hair up, right?
Yeah.
So, of
Mm-hmm.
course, I had my box braids. They was laid, okay? And I came back from vacation after a week. Well, okay, these box braids ain't coming out, right? They staying in because box braids, they're going to be in for at least 4 to 6 weeks, right?
Correct.
So I went back to work, and of course I was, I felt professional. They were pulled back, so they weren't in my face. They weren't dangling or anything like that. And
Right.
one of my attendings, a white male attending, told me that my braids were not professional and that
Mm-hmm.
they did not look professional for a resident. So that really played on me, and I took my braids out, and I always kept a relaxer in my hair after that, and always wore my hair pressed and straight because that was what was professional, right? You know?
Right.
So that day remember I came to the shop,
Mm-hmm.
and it probably for most women, it's emotional when you get your hair cut.
Yeah.
And so I got it cut. And then remember, it was twisted up, right?
Uh-huh.
It was twisted,
Yes.
right? And then I remembered that that was a Sunday. It was a Sunday because I had to go to work the next day, right?
Yes.
And Classy was there, right?
Yes.
And she says to me, she says, okay, Dr. Farmer, tomorrow, you know, she goes, you can wear it like this. You can wear it like this, twisted for like a week or so. And then you can just untwist it and you can get another week out of it. And I remember I turned around and looked at her. I said, you want me to wear my hair like this to work? Twist it? Do you remember? I was like, there's no way
we kind of had an argument about that.
I'm like, there's no way I can walk into my office with my hair twisted. Are you crazy? Like, what are people going to think? Like, I can't do that, you know? And so she's like, well, if you want to untwist it, you can, but it's not necessary. And I agonized over that decision, Carmella. I agonized over the decision.
Yes.
And that next morning I woke up and I was just like, oh, I can't go to work looking like this. What are people going to say? But you know what?
What?
I went to work with my hair twisted. And I was like shaking. I was so nervous, right? And when I walked in, all of my staff, they were like, oh, Dr. Farmer, your hair is so cute. And I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah. But then I felt like, why did I need somebody else's approval? Why did I need somebody else to like my hair? You know, that I struggled with that and went back and forth with that. But after that, oh, game on now, you know, so it's been natural ever since.
And I remember you sent me the picture, and I think I still have it somewhere. You were on the couch and you were just so ecstatic when you got home from work, and you're like, I did it. I'm
really natural now.
Right. He's like, it's the real deal. So I was just like, I was so happy for you, because I know that is like a really big thing to do, you know. So your transition, you know, you grew it out,
right?
And then we chopped it down to where you had some left, and then we did 2-strand twist, and we 2-strand twisted you out as we did over time. And then your skill set started busting out. Like, I started seeing skills. I said, where you learn how to do that? How that look like? I said, so I started digging deeper into talk to Tonia Farmer's childhood, because I started noticing the level of profession. Not Carmella sitting at home, you know who Pookie sitting at home twisting her hair. Like, I was like, I said, how you do that? How you do that, right? So as we, the relationship grew and we, learned more about each other. Not the secret. Can we talk about it?
I guess.
Okay.
What's the secret?
I don't know if the secret. It's not a secret, but like, you grew up in a salon.
I grew up in a salon. I sure did. And we're going to answer that question about products too, transitioning into products. But I did grow up in a salon. My Aunt Nina, and everybody got a favorite auntie, right? So she's my favorite auntie.
My auntie on here right now.
Exactly. What's up, Aunt Fawn? So my favorite auntie owns a beauty store. Oh my gosh, a salon, a beauty salon in New Jersey. So growing up, I was always in the salon. It was always the twins in the beauty salon. Growing up under my Aunt Nina, always watching what she was doing. Here's a funny story. Even so, between residency and starting out in the real world in private practice here in Ohio, because I came from Virginia, okay? I came from Virginia from training. When I was transitioning, I graduated as a chief resident. I got secured a position here at the Lippy Group. So between June, when I graduated, between June and August, so for 2 months, I worked at the salon. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Dr. Farmer, board certified ear, nose, and throat surgeon, worked at my Aunt Nina's salon. Because I had 2 months, because I was waiting for them to get my medical license and everything here for the state of Ohio done.
Okay.
And that took some time. That took longer than they thought it would. So I did not come here and start working until August 1st. So I remember one of the ladies in the office, she needed me for some paperwork for my medical license here in Ohio. And she called my home, and my sister said, oh, she's at the shop, you know, and Phyllis was like, at the shop. So my sister gave her the phone number to my Aunt Nina's beauty salon. Phyllis calls the salon. Hello, may I speak to Dr. Farmer, please? So I'm washing heads. I'm in the back washing heads. So I came out and I picked up the phone, like, hello. And she's like, Dr. Farmer, this is Phyllis. And I'm like, oh, hey, Phyllis. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just washing heads. I'm at the beauty salon. You know, listen, I got to do something until y'all can get my medical license, right?
I know that's right. I got bills.
She was floored. She was floored thinking that I'm working at this beauty salon. But I always said, honestly, I said to my mom, Mommy, if I fail as a doctor, I'm going to be a beautician, because Aunt Nina drives the best car. She goes on all the vacations and she banging. So that's what I'm going to do. So I always said if I failed as a doctor, I would be a beautician. So I do have a little bit of undercover, you know, beautician in me.
I be seeing the parts. I'm like, those parts can they slay? I'm like, God gave you those skills because you know you're going to have 3 girls.
3 girls. Right. Exactly. So the products, did you want to talk about the products that I use, like when I transition, to answer that question?
Let's do that so we can go a little bit more in depth on that.
So I actually use a combination of the hair lotion.
Okay.
I don't have Treasure next to me, but I use a combination of hair lotion and Treasure. And I say combination because the top part of my hair is a thicker and coarser texture than other parts of my hair. So I'll use the Treasure, you know, and then, but I also use the hair lotion. So after I wash, you know, my hair, condition it. I have your award-winning, it's over on the sink.
Oh, I have
the award-winning deep conditioner. So I use that. This is what I use. And this is what I did when I transitioned from my regular products. Now, mind you, prior to transitioning to being natural, I didn't use any particular products at all for my hair. I used whatever was the cheapest on the shelf. And I'm just being honest. I just picked up whatever was the cheapest on the shelf. But after I transitioned, I was really solely Carmella Marie, using your, you know, conditioner, the deep conditioner. And when I use the M2 mist just for my, you know, you can just use water, but I like the M2 mist. Right. Just if I need to detangle a little bit. And then I will 2-strand twist with hair lotion, a mixture of hair lotion and the Treasure. And I don't have the My Gel, but do you have My Gel?
I do.
And then I seal my end when when you're twisting and you get down to the very end, like as I'm getting down and I have, where am I? Yep. And I have a little bit to go. Then I'll put the My Gel. I'll put My Gel on, and then that will kind of seal it. That'll seal it for me.
Yes.
That's what I used to do.
That.
Yeah. That's what I do. Okay. That's what I do. And like this is a 2-strand twist that was done on Saturday, I believe. I wore it a few days to work, and then I took it out yesterday.
Okay. Now that was a fresh wash and fully wet twist.
This was a fully wet wash, unstretched. It's not blow dried or anything like that. This was a 2-strand twist on wet hair.
Right, because you have 2 different looks, right? So I was like, "Ooh, that's a wash shampoo. That's a shampoo, a transition, and through." Because when you do your refresh,
and these are small. These were small twists. Okay, these are small, like a small section. So I had real small twists, you know, throughout my hair, and that's why it's a smaller. You can see it's just a smaller
Uh-huh.
you know, the pattern there.
Got you.
So this
I
is a
love
small,
it.
but
I
it will
love it
be,
chunky.
it will be bigger. Like it will grow over the next few days.
Oh
So
yes.
yeah.
Document. I know you can take pictures, and I always love all your hairstyles. Yes. So this has been awesome. And these, I know that just having you on the journey and us being on a journey together, and us when we were definitely on the road doing all kind of crazy shenanigans,
Right.
we learned a lot about each other as business owners, as even the natural hair piece. And I think more women need to be connected to other women who are on that, same kind of hair care experience together,
Hmm. Right.
because you can grow, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And so, because anytime you had a question about something, you'd be like, now Carmella,
Right.
um or you'd be like, a confession, Carmella, I went and bought so and so, and
Oh my God, I'm so glad
it
you
did
brought that up.
not work. I'm
Right.
coming to your
I'm so
house.
glad you said that, because I have tried, like in my journey over, what's it been now?
Three,
4
four,
years,
3 or 4 years.
I
Yeah,
can't remember.
at
But
least four.
I have tried to use other products, honestly. Some of the bigger names, out there on the shelf, I've tried the different products just to see. And I
Uh-huh.
always come, Carmela. I remember one time I ran out of product, right? I ran out of your product, and I just ran to the store and got something. My hair felt like a Brillo pad. Remember?
Girl,
I was like,
I
Carmela, my
remember.
hair is so dry, but I always come back to Carmella Marie. And the other, tip I guess I have is, I am heavy on the product. I'm not afraid to use the product. God bless you.
Thank you.
I use a lot of product when I do my 2-strand twist. I
Yes.
do. I do.
But then when you do the refresher, you don't have to actually reapply those creams. You
No, I
just
don't.
some M2 spray
Yep.
and
And it just
re-put.
like reactivates it. Yep.
It's like, and it becomes an activator.
Yeah.
Totally. And there's a video on the main page for that. But yes. I'm trying to see what else other shenanigans we have been up to with the hair care space. Um I know that we have, talked about, because the hair, natural hair care journey is empowering, right?
It
It's
is.
empowering because, one, of the information that you receive, because once you went natural, then other things you started to want to flourish you yourself as
Mm-hmm.
your hair was flourishing. You
Mm-hmm.
began to find yourself
Yeah.
as you were beginning to find and rediscover your hair. And from there, I mean, you went from, I won't say just, but you went from Dr. Tonia Farmer to now mompreneur,
Right.
Dr. Tonia Farmer Pitts. And you are definitely expanding. So just real quick to say, like, mindset, do you feel as if the natural hair journey equates to also, or is a metaphor for life?
I do. It really has been a journey for me, and I think that it's also been a metaphor for life as far as a Black woman, because I told you a little earlier just about my struggle with my hair when I was in residency. And because of the field that I am in, I was always surrounded by white people, always, and so my hair was always a topic of discussion,
Yeah.
and that stuck with me when that attending said to me, your hairstyle is not professional, and
Mm.
I think it's being out now in private practice, owning my own practice, being able to make the decisions for myself about my hair. And I
Mhm.
know it's not that easy for all Black women, because there are Black women who are in jobs that they just can't wear their hair natural, to work, or in certain styles. They just would not work with whatever their
Right.
work environment is. So I understand the power of being able to do that and being able to make those decisions. I even had one, and I can't remember if I told you this story, but I had an elderly Black woman come into my practice, and I had not seen her for a long time. There had been years that had gone by since I seen her. And so now things had changed to the point that I'm no longer an associate. I am now a partner, and I'm now the owner of the Lippy Group for ear, nose, and throat. But I walked into the room and my hair was big and bold and natural. Okay. Yes. And so she was like, Dr. Farmer. She was like, I love your hair. And then she leaned in. She said, what they say about your hair? What right here? She's like, what they saying about your hair here? She leaned in, and I was like, what you mean what they saying? I was like, it don't matter what they saying, because I own this practice. I'm the boss. So it doesn't matter what they're saying, you know? So that's like empowering, right? Yes. To be able to say that and to be able to do that. But I'm very conscious of the fact that not all Black women can do that. So it really has allowed me to step into my power, you know. So that is that metaphor for that mindset of being able to step into my power. And I've been more verbal about how I feel about other things. It's, you know, socially, you know, just racial injustices, all that, because, you know, it's like there's Dr. Farmer. I got to be careful what I say, Dr. Farmer. And now it's like, nah, I don't say what I want to say. Like, I say what I want to say. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to speak my mind, and I speak my mind to my staff as well. And they know that.
Hair was made to stand up and stand out. And that is our life. Like and I wrote a post on LinkedIn talking about speaking up and speaking out. And the more you do it, the stronger your vocal cords get, the louder, the stronger your voice gets. Because I remember, I can remember a time where, you know, I just felt like my voice shook when I would speak about things. But now the more you do it, the stronger you become.
The more confident you become.
Yeah. So we have a question, and it's talking about a big chop. I'm just going to answer that real quick. She did a big chop today.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Welcome to the Carmella Marie family.
Yay.
Which of your products would I use? Thank you. So real quick, if you have thicker, more coily, kinky hair, we're going to suggest Treasure, right? And you can do hair lotion, but if it's more fine, we'll suggest just hair lotion, right? But what you do gotta get is the deep conditioner. Amen.
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 Listen, Carmella, you have to tell her that is truly an award-winning deep conditioner. It is. It won an award. It
won 2 awards.
Really? That's right, in 2 categories.
In 2 categories.
And it's the truth. It is the truth. That is I've never had a conditioner that I've used before like this deep conditioner, and I can say that on fact. Absolutely.
Period.
Yes.
Yes. So award-winning, great for all hair. So you have to get this. Before moisturizer, hair lotion, and Treasure are your 2. And detangling purposes, definitely M2. That's your core. And if you feel as if like, hey, I want to try it, we do have a travel kit. Or you can get the Curly Kinky box. The Curly Kinky box has all of that in it, plus a sock lock, which is my friend. Do you wear a sock lock, Tonia?
I do. You know, I'll put it up in my hair. Like, for instance, the way my hair is right now, the way I will sleep is it will just go up in a pineapple. It just, so it'll go right up in a pineapple. And literally when I wake up, I just do this.
Take it right.
And go. That's it. And go.
That's in the Kinky Curly box. So you get all of that in the box. So that would be great. I hope that answered your question. Thanks for your questions. I don't even know what time it is.
It is 9:11.
11.
I can't believe we've been talking this long, right?
No, it's because we're so far apart, and I haven't seen you. This is how we have to see each other on Instagram.
I know.
But it has really, really, really been great. I appreciate you taking out time to come over here to do this interview with me and tell the folk about your hair care journey, your girls' hair care journey, and all of that. What I want you to do is I want you all to make sure you go follow Salt Me Pink right now, and Tonia Farmer MD. Those are her two.
And an L. I'll put it
Oh,
in. It's
Tonia. Oh, yes,
yeah.
Tonia L.
Don't
Farmer
forget my
MD.
L. I'm gonna put it in
Tonia
there
Lorraine.
on Instagram. Don't forget the
Yes,
Lorraine. Gotta get the Lorraine in
Lorraine.
there.
I know
Tonia
that's
L.
right.
Farmer MD on Instagram, and also Salt Me Pink.
Salt Me
So the
Pink.
company is Salt Me, but on Instagram it's Salt Me Pink.
Yes, and I'm gonna pin that, I think. Yeah, there we go. So you can have both of those, including
Yep.
her name. So, does anyone have any more questions before we go any further? Please feel free to type those questions now. But if not, you're more than welcome to call, or well, not call, text me at 330-583-4196. That's the new Carmella Marie line. So if you have hair questions, if you have whatever those lovely things are, for I can't remember the number, the 996-4196. Have mercy, Lord. Definitely text, and actually the number is in our bio. You can click on that. And if you do, and if you sign up, I'm gonna give you a coupon code. So make sure you go do that. Coupon code at the number. Hit the link in the bio, or there's a number down below. So I don't see any questions coming through. Thank you. Oh, they said they thank you. You are more than welcome. Thank
Very
you all
welcome. You're very, very
for
welcome.
joining us for Let's Talk Hair, a hair care experience by Carmella Marie. Until next Wednesday, we'll see you then, okay? All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good evening, everyone.
You, yes. And bye, Tonya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.